exploring the media misinformation and judicial persecution faced by the founders of the Taiwan civil government, Roger C.S. Lin and Julian T.A. Lin. In modern society, the media plays a crucial role in reporting the truth, monitoring the government, and promoting social justice. However, when the media abandons objectivity and becomes a tool of certain political forces, manipulating public opinion, smearing specific groups, and engaging in systematic verbal attacks based on speculation and hearsay, social fairness and freedom are seriously threatened. Recently, the Taiwan civil government, TCG, has become a victim of false media reports and political suppression. These smears and rumors have distorted TCG's stance and ideology, leading to public misunderstanding and marginalization of its supporters. This not only violates journalistic ethics, but also highlights the deep-rooted issues within Taiwan's media. The Taiwan civil government, a political group advocating for the normalization of Taiwan's international status in accordance with international law, strives to secure Taiwan's international recognition and autonomy. Regardless of whether its ideology aligns with mainstream opinions, it deserves fair reporting and respect. However, mainstream media reports have been biased, falsely accusing its founders, Dr. Roger C.S. Lin and his wife Julian T.A. Lin, of fraud. These baseless allegations have misled the public, tarnished their reputations, and distorted the principles of the Taiwan civil government, media smear tactics and objectives. Taiwan's mainstream media has long misrepresented and slandered the Taiwan civil government. Specifically, when media outlets accused its founders of fraud and other crimes, these allegations were entirely unfounded and served as a means of defamation. The media's smear tactics are reflected in several key aspects. 1. The media reported that the founder of the Taiwan civil government and his wife were involved in fraud or other crimes. But these accusations are completely baseless. The Taiwan civil government was established and operates based on principles of international law, aiming to uphold the human rights of people in post-war occupied territories. The fraud charges serve only to discredit this organization. The fraud charges are nothing more than a tactic to discredit this group, completely ignoring its legitimacy and the justification for its existence. 2. Some media reports claimed that TCG falsely asserted receiving authorization from the U.S. military government. In reality, this accusation is a severe distortion of TCG's stance. Under international law, people in occupied territories have the right to establish a civil government to protect their fundamental rights. The Taiwan civil government never claimed to be authorized by any entity, but instead followed legitimate international law principles to pursue Taiwan's recognition and rightful status. The media's portrayal of this legal action as false claims of authorization is a deliberate attempt to mislead the public. 3. Some reports suggested that TCG privately printed its own currency. However, these claims are completely unfounded and were not included in any legal indictments. In reality, the Taiwan civil government has never issued any currency, and the media's false reporting aimed to mislead the public into believing that TCG was involved in financial crimes. 4. Media reports accused the Taiwan civil government of illegally issuing passports. However, this claim is also incorrect and was not mentioned in any legal indictments. In fact, TCG has never issued passports. The purpose of these false reports was merely to further demonize the organization and paint it as an illegal entity. 5. The media reported that one could obtain an official position in the Taiwan civil government by paying 24,000 new Taiwan dollars. However, this report is also incorrect. All supporters serve as unpaid volunteers. The Taiwan civil government is an ideal, not a registered association or company. It has never collected any membership fees, dues, or annual fees. In fact, Taiwan civil government classes are free and focus on studying Taiwan's legal principles. The venue expenses incurred by property owners for gatherings have no connection to the ideals and discussions of the Taiwan civil government. There has never been any instance of selling official positions. The media's false reports are nothing more than an attempt to further discredit the organization and portray it as an illegal fundraising scheme. 6. The media reported that the Taiwan civil government has an armed Black Bear unit that conducts regular drills. However, this report is also false. Where would the Black Bear unit obtain weapons? This is a baseless smear. The Black Bear unit's drills symbolize the resilience of the Taiwanese people in fighting for human rights and have absolutely no connection to any weapons or harmful equipment. The media's false reporting is merely an attempt to further tarnish the organization's reputation and depict it as an illegal terrorist group. These smear tactics seek to undermine TCG's legitimacy and create misunderstandings among the public. When the media loses objectivity and turns reporting into a political weapon, it severely misleads society, distorts facts, and prevents rational discussion. The social impact of media harassment. The media's false reports and malicious attacks have had profound consequences on Taiwanese society. First, biased reporting has stigmatized the Taiwan civil government, subjecting its supporters to significant social pressure, including isolation from family and friends. This is the result of media-driven public shaming. By labeling certain ideologies as extreme, people are discouraged from engaging with or supporting them out of fear or misunderstanding. This not only restricts individual choice, but also suppresses the expression of diverse opinions. Second, such media manipulation fosters intolerance toward dissenting voices, making it difficult for alternative perspectives to be heard. When mainstream media demonizes a particular stance, public pressure discourages others from expressing differing views, ultimately eroding freedom of speech and democratic values in society. How to counter media manipulation. To resist media manipulation and harassment, the public must remain rational and critical, not blindly accepting one-sided reports. Every news report should be examined through multiple sources, with skepticism and a commitment to uncovering the truth. Additionally, media reform is essential. Journalists must adhere to professional ethics, ensuring that reporting remains objective and accurate, free from political influence. As a political organization, the Taiwan civil government, whether or not its views align with mainstream perspectives, deserves equal treatment. The media should not serve as a tool for political battles, but should return to its mission of factual reporting and presenting diverse viewpoints, allowing society to access truthful and comprehensive information. Only then can Taiwan uphold genuine democracy and freedom, ensuring that different voices receive the respect and discussion space they deserve.